What's going on, beautiful people of YouTube? This is Ringmino. Welcome to another episode of Live Video Game Hunts. That series where we take a look at all the awesome stuff I got through the week through yard sales, garage sales, flea markets. We go to thrift stores like Goodwill, Salvation Army. We use apps like LetGo, OfferUp, Craigslist, Facebook, whatever I can use to get my hands on some awesome games at some excellent prices. Stick through to the end of the video where we'll go over all the games individually as well as any of the things that I did not get on camera. All the links to my stuff is in the description. We got links to my Instagram if you ever want to get some pictures of some stuff as I find this, or we got links to my eBay store. I always give subscribers excellent deals, as well as links to my Twitch account. If you ever want to see me bitch at a video game, that's the place to do it. Sit back, guys, relax. Let's start the show. So here we are with the first pickup of the week. It is Friday and we are at a yard sale. I'm asking this lady if she has any video games, and she points over to a corner where she said she had some Wii stuff. When I get over there, I see this crazy bootleg Wii console. I've never heard of it, never seen it, but of course I got to get it. You know I love my bootleg knockoffs, so that'll be a cool one to pick up. She had $5 on it. And you'll see all these Wii accessories. Now, a few videos back, you've heard me joking about how the Wii had all these dumbass accessories, you know, like lawnmower, attachments, meat grinder, all that. You thought I was kidding. I mean, look at some of this stuff. There's actually boxing gloves that you can put your Wiimote in. How stupid is that? So, of course, I had to pick them up. You'll also see there's an NES power pad. When I saw that, I'm immediately asking her, do you have the system, any games, trying to describe what it is. She had no idea what the hell that thing even was. But I did pick it up for $1. So altogether, I got that bootleg Wii system, that big box of accessories that was never opened, the boxing gloves, of course, and maybe something else, I can't remember, but I paid $8 for everything. It was a good deal. I'm collecting for the Wii and all this knockoff stuff. I don't know why, but I'm starting to get into collecting it. It was a very hard week this week. It was hard to find any shekels. Of course I did, otherwise we wouldn't have a video. But inclement weather, not too many people wanted to do yard sales or go to the flea market. But we made the best of a bad situation. We did end up getting some really good scores this week, as you'll see. But this lady was cool. She was nice. A lot of the people I run into, when they have older stuff like that for that power pad, they don't even know what the hell it is or why it's even in their house. But it was a good pickup. If you've ever seen that Wii console, that knockoff, let me know, because I'm almost scared to break into it. But of course I gotta try it. But look how dumb that is. Boxing gloves for your for your Wiimote. I mean, there's every type of accessory under the sun, man. But anyways, I enjoyed this pickup. I was happy about it. So I knew it was going to be a very difficult week to get some shekels in. So after that yard sale, I made it a point to hit these pawn shops and thrift stores and hit them hard. We're at the pawn shop where I got the complete unboxed Sega Saturn racing wheel. I got that a few episodes back. So it's been from that time. Here's the last time I checked in on this place. I try not to hit it but once every other week or once a month, just to give them some time to get some more inventory in. And I usually do get some good luck in their PlayStation 2 and original Xbox section. Here, I don't find too much. I did end up leaving with, I think, 4 games. I did get this copy of MDK2. They had that marked at $4.95. If you know anything about pawn shops, they always negotiate the price. So any price that I see, I negate that, and I assume I'm just going to get it cheaper. Now, if you go in acting like a dick, they're not going to work with you at all. Now, here's another pro tip. This app that you see me using on my phone is called Video Game Price Charting. I think that's what it is. Download it. I use it for 2 things. I use it to see if something's exclusive, because that's the only time I like to buy something for me for PlayStation, is if it's exclusive. Plus, it gives me a quick assessment on how expensive the game actually is, and it'll kind of give you a breakdown on loose, complete, and brand new. But it's not 100% accurate. So the app works just like the website does. It gets the averages from Amazon, eBay. It kind of gives you a basic idea of what the game's actually selling for. The downside is I don't think it shows sold listings, so it's a little bit hit or miss. So when people always quote, video game price charting, I'm like, yeah, you really should look at the sold listings if you want to get a better assessment on how much a game's, worth. It's only worth what people are willing to pay for it. But I get a Battle for Bikini Bottom for the original Xbox. I already have it, but I'll be able to sell that, recoup some of the costs for a few of the games here that I get to keep. It sells for like 10 or 15 bucks. Be on the lookout for that one. It's one of the pricier SpongeBob games. I left with 4 games. I got Serious Sam, the exclusive one for PlayStation 2, MDK2, Battle for Bikini Bottom, and this one like music game for PlayStation 2. They wanted 5 for all of them except for Serious Sam, which they wanted 10 for. I got them all for $5. They cut me a $5 deal, which was cool. If you're kind, courteous, and friendly, they'll always do good deals. Pawn shops are notorious for haggling, and I love the Shekel, so it was a good pickup. So this pawn shop right here is literally a stone's throw away from the pawn shop you just saw in the previous pickup. It used to be my little honey hole of games, man, and I tell you, the first time that I ever went into this pawn shop, I shit you not, I ended up leaving with like 4 or 5 copies of Super Mario Bros. For the Wii, like 2 or 3 copies of Mario Kart for the Wii. I'm talking like I probably left with 15 or 20 solid titles for the Wii, and I paid $2 a piece for them. Apparently, no one knew that this pawn shop even really sold games, and it's more of the underdog of pawn shops when you're right next to a very big corporate-like pawn shop. Everyone goes to that one, and they kind of ignore this one. So I would love going to this place, but here lately they started advertising like on Craigslist and whatnot. Ever since that I went out there with all those games, man, they started advertising and realized people actually want this stuff. But I still get some good deals. I ended up getting like 7 or 8 games out of this place, and I paid $3 a piece for them, which was a good deal. The guy who I typically buy from, who he always gives me $2 deals, was not there, so this guy gave me $3 deals, which wasn't bad. This copy of Crash right here had the memory card in there, which was always nice. Sometimes when you pick up that case and it feels just a tad bit heavy, you're like, hell yeah, there might be a memory card. In that case, there was. I like how the bolt cutters are right next to there for the people who pawned whatever they stole. I guess they pawned their bolt cutters too, which was nice. This is my second copy of Budokai too. I'll find another one later on. Yeah, the funny thing is, whenever the first time I came in here and hit this place hard, I was like, would you do a good deal if I get a bunch of these? And that's one thing to always say at a pawn shop. You know, it's hard to get a deal if you're just getting one game. You still can, but it's a lot easier if you're getting a big bulk package. But when I said it, he's like, yo, yeah, you'll get a great deal if you get a bunch of those old ones like the Wii and original Xbox and PlayStation games. I was like, oh, well, that's what I'm looking for. So that's when I left with like those 15 great Wii titles for $2 a piece. It was an awesome pickup. I really wish I could have had that one on camera. That would have been one you'd have really got salty for. But I do end up getting some really good scores here. I found a lot of stuff that I was able to keep, as well as a few things to sell and recoup some of the cost here, which is what this is always about. You know, why pay for anything when you can get something for free? You just got to put a little work into it. There was an exclusive Tomb Raider I didn't have. You'll see all this stuff in the pickups when we go over everything. This TMT that I did not have, which was a cool pickup. So for $3 a piece on all these games, I end up leaving with a fairly nice stack, as you'll see. So here's another common courtesy thing that I see all the time. I pull out this copy of Haven, which I do get. It's got a dollar sticker on the front of it, and then on the back it's got $4.95 from the pawn shop. But I ended up paying $3 for it, which, come on, I mean, use some sense and remove that old damn sticker. If you're going to be shekeling people, at least remove the price of where it came from if it's going to be cheaper than what you're trying to sell it for. But I picked it up $3, as well as this copy of Shinobi, which was cool, for $3. So I left this pawn shop, like I said, with like eight or so games. You'll see in the pickups. It was all great deals for $3 a piece. So I was real happy about it. So this is that thrift store where I came across that PlayStation 1 lot, as well as a few Dreamcast games a video or two back, and I check in again. I'm glad I did. They had this copy of NFL Blitz 2000 for the Dreamcast, which is the version that I wanted for that system, and I finally got it, as well as the Sims 3, and then you'll see this other shitty Wii game, which was like Baby Mama or something. I think it was supposed to come with like a doll or something, but for all 3 games I paid $5. You know I collect my shitty Wii games. And the Sims 3, actually, I should be able to sell that and make the money back for the other 2 games, which I'll keep. NFL Blitz is a super awesome game, people. If you've never played it, I highly recommend getting a copy of it and jamming on it. I mean, it is a super awesome arcade fun. But this was a cool thrift store find. It's hard for me to find luck at this place, but here lately I've been getting some good scores. So here is a pro tip for you. Anytime you are on Craigslist, OfferUp, Lego, anybody post anything about a yard sale or garage sale, do not be scared to email these people or text them or message them. Get a hold of them somehow and ask them if they're selling any old video games. This is a prime example. They didn't have anything listed, but of course I sent her my pre-made speech, which is like, hello, I see you're having a sale. I look for old games, yada yada. And she said, yeah, I got some Nintendo 64 games. I paid $2 a piece for it. It's a big old bag. Nothing crazy, in here, like Smash or anything, but it's just a bunch of common titles, but 3 or 4 of which I did not have, so I'll be able to sell the rest and make my money back easy. But that is an awesome tip, people. You'd be surprised how many people do not list video games, but actually have video games to sell. And this sale was on Saturday, and I'm picking this stuff up on Friday because I got to her first. So you see this big old bag of beautiful games. Very happy about that. $2 a piece. You cannot hate a deal like that. So here's a thrift store I have never been to in my life, simply for the fact that I'm never on this side of town and I never even knew this place was here. But just casually sitting on the shelf is this factory sealed PlayStation 1 controller for $3.50. You know that I had to pick that up. I thought that was a super awesome, very good score. You never see a brand new PlayStation 1 controller or any of the older controllers. This is really hard to find them, so that was an epic pickup right there. As I'm checking out, I'm just being kind and courteous. I say, hey, do you got anything else hiding back there? And she says, well, I got these DS games you're probably not interested in. She pulls out Animal Crossing, which is one that I did not have. She wanted $2 for it, so we got the PlayStation 1 controller that was factory sealed for $3.50. Animal Crossing right here for $2. And she says that there's one other game back there she's having trouble finding. I'm like, well, by the time I leave, you're going to find that damn thing. Just joking with her. That way she'll at least keep looking. And she does, and believe it or not, she does find the game. It was not complete, but you'll see that it's a very awesome game, and she finally does find it and pull it out for me. And it was a copy of Contact for the DS, made by Atlas. And if you know anything about Atlas, they usually have limited run games, and they're usually pretty pricey. So that was an awesome pickup right there for $1. So very good stop at this thrift. So here we are at another Goodwill, and I get lucky at this one quite often, so I try to check back in on it at least once every other week. The one thing I love about this place is no matter what it is, a DVD, a game, a CD, it's all marked $1.50. Nothing's marked higher than something else. I never see the prices fluctuate, which some Goodwills charge crazy prices for some things. But here I pick up a copy of FIFA 2002 for the PlayStation 2. Believe it or not, that's still like a $10 game, so that was a pretty cool pickup. I don't mind paying $1.50 for shitty titles for fillers for my collection. It's not going to hurt me. I also pick up a copy of Jeopardy, which I believe is exclusive for the PlayStation. I ended up leaving with 4 games total. I ended up getting a copy of DT Racer as well, and then Smurfs here at the end. But for $1.50 on all of them, it was a great pickup. And people ask me all the time how I find these things at thrift stores, how I get scores. They say they don't find anything a lot of times. It's just about being consistent. Games can be put out in the morning, during the day, at night. It doesn't really matter. So it doesn't hurt to check them at any point of the day. So you can go in there at night, in the morning, and you got just as good a chance as any. But when I go do my thrift store runs, I hit up like 7 or 8 in a day. That's how you get these finds. You got to be consistent. You can't be scared to put some miles on your vehicle. But that's how you find this stuff. You can't just go to one a month and be, pissed off that you're not finding anything. You got to hit them up and hit them hard. So this right here is my best pickup of the week to me. This is one that's definitely my favorite, simply for the fact that I was able to get something from my collection that I was desperately looking for. There is no better feeling than finding something in the wild that you needed. That is just such an awesome feeling, especially when you're getting it for an awesome price. This is the Brother Wolf thrift store you've seen in a video or two back. They redesigned the store. It looks great. And you'll see me go over here to their little game section, which is Pick Through. And this is just one of those overlooked games that people don't even think about because they think it's going to be a cheap game, but it is not, man. Check this out. We pull out a copy of Test Drive, Eve of Destruction for the original Xbox with a $2 sticker on there. This is a game I've been looking for. It's, believe it or not, it's a pretty damn pricey game. $2 right there. I was super happy. That just made my week. This just proves that even if you're having a shitty week finding stuff, you can squeeze some shekels out of something, and this just was the icing on the cake right here. My whole mood instantly changed when I found that. It was just such an awesome pickup, man. Very happy about that. And I wanted to include this just so you can kind of get the feeling and ambiance of this thrift store. Right dead center, you got this old cat just laying on this burlap sack. It's got this cat tree next to it that says it's his throne, which is funny, Luke's throne. It's not the owner, but one of the employees there's got his dog. Man, this place is just awesome. I love shopping here. So this is that side of the road sale where you saw me pick up the Sega Saturn and 2 controllers for $5. A lot of families come here and set up and sell right on the side of the road. It's kind of like a mini flea market. I would have completely overlooked these PlayStation 2 games because she had that black case over top of them. But that's good because that means probably a lot of people overlooked them, which is why I found them, because it was pretty late in the day. She only wanted $2 a piece for these games, which was not a bad deal. I picked all of them up for $7, 2 of which I'll be able to keep. I believe the Hot Wheels was exclusive. I'm still not 100% sure. I got to check that out. But the other games are great bundlers. They'll help move systems. PlayStations, for whatever reason, they don't sell by themselves, but if you throw a few games in there with them, they always sell. So for $7, it was a good pickup. It's weird how some weeks work where you might find only Wii stuff or you might find only DS games. It's really badass when you find nothing but retro stuff. That's kind of far and few between. But it was a good pickup. Side of the road special right here, $7. I was really happy about finding anything. This week has been real hard to find them shekels, but as you can see, we definitely made it work this week. So here we are. This is the final pickup that I had for the week. We are at the Goodwill that I frequent the most. I made this video just a little bit longer so you can see the routine that I do when I walk into this place. Every time I come in, I immediately check behind this glass case right here to see if any new games were added. They got a kid who prices all this stuff in the back, and his prices are all over the place. He just prices things at what he thinks is going to be the most expensive game, but he doesn't know jack shit about this stuff because I catch his ass slipping all the time. I don't find anything here. Where I find most of my scores at this Goodwill are mixed in on this DVD rack right here with the VHSs and the music CDs. Especially when I saw that little old man putting stuff out, I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to find me something. And mixed in with the DVDs here, I pull out a long box copy of Tekken for the PlayStation 1 for $1.50. It actually had another game in there, but they always open them up front. I don't want them to think that I'm stealing, so I left it behind. It was like James Bond or something for PlayStation 2, nothing crazy. But that's where you're going to find a lot of your good scores. Do not be scared to start hunting through the DVDs and the music CDs. I'll find PlayStation 1 games mixed in with the music all the time. Dreamcast. I've never found any TurboGrafx, but you know, my fingers are crossed. I also found that other PlayStation 2 game. I thought it was exclusive, but it turns out it wasn't. But for $1.50, it was worth the risk. And Goodwill's great about, you know, returns. So you have 7 days, I believe, to return anything that doesn't work or that you don't need. So I have used that to my advantage before if I need to pick up something that I do not have. And for whatever reason, in this Goodwill, I have no phone reception, so I can never look up on my app to see if something's exclusive or not. So I just kind of go out on a whim. But that's it. That's the pickups for this week. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed all that awesome live footage. Just like always, we're going to go through all the pickups, show you everything we got here. No particular order. We're just going to kind of grab and go. If I can remember anything about it, I'll tell you. If not, we're just going to zoom through it. So anyways, at the first yard sale that you saw on the video, we got this Wii kit accessories, soft sports kids. Got the tennis racket, the baseball bat, and all that. Paid, well, it's got a sticker that says $3 for this whole stack of stuff. I think I paid like $7 or $8. Very cheap deal, so got that. We got the magical boxer gloves. That is just ridiculous that they make all these crazy accessories. And then I got the bootleg Wii system. I've never seen anything like this, man. This is crazy. If you've ever played that or seen that, tell me what you think. But I got that. And then I got the NES Power Pad right here, which they had $1 on it. Unfortunately, they didn't have any games or anything. But for $1, I picked it up anyways. It's something that's I will never use, but I already got one. The N64 games, I paid $2 a piece for all these titles. Nothing crazy, but we do got a few that I did not have. Let's run through them. We got Turok 2, Seeds of Evil, which is awesome. If you've never played Turok, get into that one. That's great. XG2, which is actually a very awesome series if you've ever played any of those. We got Command and Conquer, which I don't believe I have. Rush 2, which I did not have, I don't believe. Mario Tennis. Mission Impossible. Army Men, Sarge's Heroes. Oh, another copy of Turok 2, Seeds of Evil. NFL Blitz. Wipeout 64. Pilot Wings 64. And WCW versus NWO. $2 for all those was a great deal. Or $2 a piece for all those, which was awesome. Let's see, we got... This is that copy of Tekken that I got at Goodwill for $1.50. Still got the sticker on there, so that was an excellent pickup there. I also got this, which I thought was exclusive, but I don't think it is, which was that Xiaolin Showdown. $1.50, I'll get rid of that, because I think it came out for original Xbox. This was the stack at the that one little side of the road yard sale that I got. I paid $7 for all these. Big Mother Truckers, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2, and Hot Wheels Stunt Track Challenge, so that was cool. Paid $7 for all those. Let's see, this was at the one Goodwill here. We got a awesome copy of the Smurfs Dance Party DT Racer, which I'm pretty sure, yeah, I do not have that one for PlayStation 2. An amazing copy of Jeopardy, and then 2002 FIFA World Cup. So $1.50 for all those a piece, which was a great deal. Very happy about that one. Let's see, we got, this was at that one hole-in-the-wall thrift store that I've never been to. A factory-sealed PlayStation 1 controller. Very cool find right there. I thought that was awesome for $3.50. Let's see, we got, also while we were there, we got a copy of Animal Crossing Complete, which I did not have for the DS, which was $2. And then she pulled out this, which was Contact, made by Atlas. Pretty pricey game right here. I'm going to buy the case and manual, hopefully on eBay for a pretty cheap price and complete that. That was an awesome pickup right there. I was very happy about that. Let's see. This was at the one pawn shop you saw me go. We got a copy of Serious Sam, Next Encounter. SpongeBob SquarePants, Battle for Bikini Bottom, which I'm pretty sure I don't have, or I already got it, so I can sell it. If I don't, I'll keep it. We got EJ Club World for the PlayStation 2, and then we got MDK 2, which I did not have, so I paid $20 for all those, which was a good deal. Unfortunately, I'm not shekeling any kids this week. Let me tell you about that, people. My conscience got to me after that. I knew it would. I took a $20 bill, put it in a white envelope, and here was a note that said, I forgot to give this to your kids. Stuck it in that lady's mail slot. If you remember last episode, I bought a bunch of Wii U games for like $1 a piece off this kid. He's like 9 or 10 years old. When you're in that moment hunting, you get this high, you don't really realize what you're doing. I'm a pretty damn good person, and I usually give kids a little bit more, but for whatever reason, I gave him $1 a piece. But I went back, gave him $20. Hopefully it went to him. And the kid didn't get in trouble. I hope he didn't. But anyways, at the other thrift store, at the Brother Wolf, this was my best find of the week, people. Very happy to get this. Test Drive Eve of Destruction. This is awesome. Complete, mint, pretty damn pricey game. Very happy to get that one. That was my best pickup of the week right there. Very awesome. Let's see, at the other thrift store here, we got a copy of NFL Blitz 2000 for the Sega Dreamcast. Very awesome game right there. Happy to add that to the collection. A riveting copy of Babysitting Mama. I think this was supposed to come with like a doll or something that you could take care of. I don't know. It's just a crappy title that I'll put on the shelf. I paid $5 for these 3 games altogether. And then The Sims 3, so they're all marked $1.99, but I think for the Dreamcast game she charged me $1, so it came out to like $5. So that was a good pickup there. Very happy about it. Let's see, the last pickup here, this was at the thrift store or the pawn shop where you don't really get to see that well what all I pick up. But I paid $3 a piece for all these titles, which was a good deal. These were some pretty good games. Some games that I did not have, of course. Some I'll be able to sell. Future Tactics for the PlayStation 2. We got Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings. I don't know if this was exclusive or not. I just kind of picked it up on a whim. I mean, I don't have it on original Xbox, so I don't know. Let's see. Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, The Angel of Darkness. That's pretty cool. See, look, little bastard still got stickers on there that are cheaper than the prices that they had listed, but I sheckled them. I got them for $3 a piece, which was good. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Smash Up. I haven't ever seen this one. Don't know if it's exclusive or not, but $3 is worth a shot. Haven, Call of the King, so $3 on that one. Shinobi for these are all PlayStation 2 games. I don't know why I keep saying that. Let's see what was in here. Oh yeah, Wii Sports. Always pick up your Wii Sports, people. Loose disc, it'll still sell for like $10. $3 shipping. If you pick it up for $1, you're making like $5 or $6, man. Come on. Here's that other copy of Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. So that's one that I'll get rid of, and here's something that I already have for July Watch, which is Crash Bandicoot, the Wrath of Cortex, so I'll be able to sell that separately. Anytime you see anything in here, people, if you see something that you want, I always hook my subscribers up. As a lot of you know, I sell on eBay as well, but if you message me on eBay, let me know if there's something you're interested in. I always hook people up. I'm not trying to shekel people, especially my subscribers, because it's you guys who have made this channel what it is. But anyways, that's it for the week. It was a hard week, man. With the weather made it difficult, but as you can see, we squeezed some shekels out of there. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to this channel. All the links to the stuff that I have is in the description. You know, the Instagram, the eBay, all that bullshit. But as always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week. If all you watch is my live video pickups, that's fine. But always check my other videos because I got some other crazy bullshit in between. But as always, take care and enjoy the rest of your day, people.